In May 2025, the Filipino people cast their votes in one of the most pivotal midterm elections in recent memory. But this election wasn't just about Senate seats or campaign slogans. It became a referendum on the leadership of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., and a preview of the country's political future. Halfway into his term, President Marcos hoped to strengthen his grip on power. But the results painted a different picture. His allies lost ground in the Senate. Meanwhile, a surprising power shift began to unfold. Vice President Sara Duterte's faction surged forward. Her allies won key positions. Her influence spread from national offices to grassroots leadership. And suddenly, it became clear, Sara Duterte was no longer just the vice president. She was a potential frontrunner for 2028. The contrast between the two camps couldn't be clearer. Marcos Jr. came to power promising unity and economic revival. But inflation, foreign policy missteps, and sluggish infrastructure delivery weakened his image. Meanwhile, Duterte offered a tougher, more decisive tone, echoing the strength her father once projected. This midterm result was not just a wake-up call. It was a warning. The people are restless. The cost of living is high. Public trust is thinning. And Filipinos are no longer afraid to shift alliances if promises remain unfulfilled. Looking ahead, 2026 will be a crucial year. Analysts predict a tense political climate, with internal clashes between the Marcos and Duterte blocs. Legislative gridlock is possible. But so is a rare opportunity, if both sides choose to work for the nation instead of their camps. But by 2027, all eyes will shift to one thing: the next presidency. If trends continue, Sara Duterte could launch a strong campaign for the 2028 elections. She now has momentum, machinery, and the narrative of being a leader who gets things done. But she may also face challengers from unexpected corners, rising figures from youth-led movements, returning opposition voices, and independent reformists gaining ground on digital platforms. President Marcos Jr. still has time to recover. But time is running out. The 2025 midterms were more than just a shift in Senate numbers. They were the people's message, clear, urgent, and full of expectation. What comes next depends on how the country's leaders respond. Will they choose personal power, or national progress? One thing is certain: 2028 will not be politics as usual. And for every Filipino, the future depends not just on who wins the next election, but on who listens today.